Top 10 Manhua or Manhwa where the MC is too overpowered from the start. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ultimate countdown of the top 10 manhwa where the main character is just way too overpowered from the start. I'm your host, your guide, your one-stop YouTuber for all things manhwa and manga. If you love stories about protagonists who are just on a completely different level, then strap in, because we're about to dive into some seriously OP MC. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Starting off with our number 10, the legendary swordmaster. Only I have the power to forge swords from monsters. Meet our protagonist, Taoji Nanase. The guy's been through the ringer, constantly harassed by debt collectors and bullied by his boss. But when Taoji gets sucked into a sudden dungeon appearance and is attacked by monsters, he awakens a legendary cheat skill called Magic Swordsman. This allows him to transform defeated monsters into powerful swords. But here is the catch. People keep mistaking Taoji for a monster himself, and thanks to his appearance and ruthless nature. Oh, the revenge potential is strong with this one, my friends. The artwork is top-notch, the action is relentless, and the whole overpowered MC on a quest for payback trope is executed flawlessly. If you are in the mood for a dark fantasy tale of overwhelming power and sweet vengeance, then Legendary Swordmaster is definitely worth checking out. Number 9. Apocalypse Insect Master. Imagine a world where the apocalypse hits and everything around you starts mutating. Humanity's fallen from the top of the food chain, becoming nothing more than struggling ants. Yikes, talk about a rough situation. But our protagonist ain't your average hero. Nope, this guy's got his hands on the parasite of the insect emperor, giving him the power of evolution. And you know what that means? He's about to become the ruler of this crazy mutated wasteland. The artwork in this one is absolutely stunning, with the action and world building to match, and the whole evolution-powered MC taking over a post-apocalyptic landscape trope is executed flawlessly. If you're a fan of over-the-top power fantasies and watching the underdog rise to the top, then Apocalypse Insect Master is definitely one to check out. Number 8. Return of the Sword God rank Civil Servant. An Shu-ho, the greatest swordsman player in the world, but he is actually a civil servant hunter affiliated with the Korean Hunter Association. Yeah, you heard that right, a total dex jockey with serious sword skills. So when one of those disaster level gates gets attacked, Shu-ho's comrades decides to betray him. Why? Well, apparently if the gates get closed, their influence would disappear. But just when it seems like it's all over for Shu-ho, the system gives him a second chance. A chance to go back in time and set things right. The action in this one is off the charts, the character development is top-notch, and the whole time travel redemption arc twist is seriously compelling. If you're a fan of overpowered MCs, betrayal, and second chances, then Return of the Sword God rank Civil Servant is definitely one to add to your reading list. Number 7. The Barbarian of Seoul Station. Cheol-do, a barbarian who was raised on Earth, living a pretty mundane life with his best friend Jin-tae. But when Cheol-do spots an alien creature from his home planet on the news, everything changes. These two buddies get thrown into an apocalyptic challenge, having to adjust to life in Nova, a savage world filled with goblins, ogres, and all sorts of crazy creatures. But Cheol-do ain't your average MC, folks. Nope, this barbarian's got some serious skills, and he's not about to let a little thing like an alien invasion stop him. The artwork in this one is absolutely stunning, the world building is top-notch, and the whole fish out of water vibe as Cheol-do and Jin-tae navigate this crazy new realm is seriously compelling. If you're a fan of epic tales of friendship, survival, and untamed adventure, then the Barbarian of Seoul Station is definitely one to check out. Number 6. Beyond Redemption. Dante, a demon hunter who is driven by two things: cold hard cash and ice cold revenge. After the cataclysmic fall of his homeland, Dante teams up with his old comrade, Valkyrie, to tackle the most dangerous and lucrative missions in this strange new world. But these two aren't just your average monster slayers, oh no. See, in this world, the line between sanity and power is blurred. The closer you dance with madness, the greater your strength becomes. And those who dare to embrace the abyss, well, they are favored by the insidious evil god, the one true deity in this twisted realm. The artwork is absolutely stunning, the world building is top-notch, and the whole Demon Hunters Tempted by Dark Powers vibe is seriously compelling. If you're a fan of supernatural thrillers and protagonists who walk the line between heroism and madness, then Beyond Redemption is definitely one to add to your reading list. Moving on to our number 5, Monarch of Death. Lord Karnak, the ultimate necromancer king who controls death itself. I mean, this guy is the icon of absolute power, master of all. But here is the kicker, he's nothing but bones. Can you imagine being the most powerful being on the planet but not being able to enjoy a simple breeze or a warm meal? Yikes, talk about a raw deal. So, Lord Karnak and his loyal servant, Barot, have tried everything. Vampirism, spiritual possession, you name it. But nada, zip, zilts. That is until they decide to try and become human again. The artwork in this one is stunning, the world building is super intriguing, and the whole OP Necromancer King trying to regain his humanity angle, it's an absolute riot. If you're a fan of dark humor, over-the-top power fantasies, and watching some truly wild stuff go down, then Monarch of Death is definitely one to check out. Number 4. The Delusional Hunter in Another World. Turns out our protagonist has a secret. His hometown is actually a distant alien planet. Can you believe it? This guy's been working tirelessly without pay, enduring endless late nights just to escape his miserable job. So, what did he do? Well, he fled to a distant planet called Earth as a spirit, and then he is now reincarnated in a starving body of this strange new world. The big question is, can this alien manage to adapt without revealing his true identity? The artwork in this one is absolutely stunning, the world building is super intriguing, is seriously compelling. If you are a fan of mind-bending premises, quirky characters, and watching someone try to navigate a completely foreign environment, then the Delusional Hunter in Another World is definitely one to check out. Number 3. The Zenith. Ma Jin-wol, a mad martial artist who was once the scourge of the martial world pursuit of becoming the supreme being among all the living creatures. But after a climatic showdown with the 5 masters of the world, Ma Jin-wol has sealed away. Fast forward a millennia and he's finally awoken, but not on Earth. Oh no. Nope, this guy has found himself on an alien planet where a universal combat tournament called the GSP is held once every 100 years. You know what that means, right? It's time for Ma Jin-wol to get back in the fight and prove he's the top dog once again. The artwork in this one is jaw-droppingly good, the world building is incredibly intricate, and the whole premise of a previously unstoppable martial artist finding himself in an interstellar tournament. If you're a fan of over-the-top action, powerful protagonist, and martial competition, then the Zenith is definitely one to add to your reading list. Number 2. The Heavenly Demon Wants a Quiet Life. Our protagonist, the Heavenly Demon, a figure whose life was all about fear and reverence. But get this, at the moment of his death, he gains a crucial clue about mastering soul augmentation art. Turns out, it's not just about consuming the souls of others. So, the Heavenly Demon wakes up in the body of Byok Tae-san, a frail young noble who could kick the bucket at any moment. He's gonna do whatever it takes to survive, even if it means making his way to Court-san house. The artwork in this one is simply stunning, the world building is super intriguing, and the whole premise of a super powerful demon lord trying to live a quiet life in a frail body is absolutely awesome. If you are a fan of unexpected twist, powerful protagonist, and a good dose of humor, then the Heavenly Demon Wants a Quiet Life is definitely one to check out. And finally, number 1, the Regressed Mercenary's Machination. Ghislaine Per Diem, the mercenary king and one of the continent's top 7. This guy started a massive fight, all in the name of avenging his fallen family. But just when his plans of revenge were going smoothly, wham! He gets taken out by someone he never expected, Itun. Ghislaine wakes up as a younger version of himself before all the chaos went down, and talk about a second chance, am I right? Simple, he's gonna fix all the wrong pieces of the puzzle and avoid making same mistakes. The artwork in this one is absolutely stunning, the world building is super intricate, and the whole Regressed mercenary trying to rewrite his destiny angle is absolutely awesome. If you're a fan of time travel, powerful protagonist, and a whole lot of strategic machinations, then the Regressed Mercenary's Machination is definitely one to add to your reading list. Whew, what a countdown, am I right? If you're craving some truly over-the-top protagonist and high-stakes stories, then be sure to check out the titles we have covered today. As always, I'm your host, We Love Anime, and I will catch you all next time for another countdown into the world of Manhwa and Manhua. Stay tuned. Until then, happy reading, and I will see you around. Peace out.